So much has changed over the last couple of years. I've gotten out of hell, I started my YouTube channel, my horns are starting to get a little bit bigger. It's been a struggle, but the one thing that has remained the same is that I'm still a demon. And so with this video, I wanted to share the 8 biggest lessons that I've learned over the past couple of years. The rush fades, but the value remains. I remember that first week that I learned about Earth, and to say it changed my life it wouldn't be an understatement or an overstatement. I would say it was an accurate statement. Earth changed my life. It got me to think about the world in a different way. It got me to change my values, my ideas, and I was truly excited, and I wanted to share it with everybody that I knew. But that rush actually faded over time, and eventually Earth became the new normal. And what I realized was that's completely okay, because as the rush fades, that value still remains. And so I still had those changes in perspective. My idea of Earth was still completely different, my values had shifted, and so even though I wasn't waking up every day with a massive smile on my face, I was still seeing the benefits, seeing the value of Earth. You don't need to be human. So I was a little bit worried early on, thinking that I had to be somebody who was human. But I found out that that wasn't true at all. I just needed to be somebody that was open-minded, accepting me for who I am, and didn't care that I have horns. I think in the beginning I definitely thought that I had to be in a religious cult, or so it did take some explaining, but I think it helped that I wasn't punishing it. I just said, yeah, that's just, I am a demon, I have a lot of darkness. It really wasn't such an important part of what I was bringing to the world. It was just a part of who I was, and it was really on the underworld. It's not with religion. I think some humans take hell way too seriously. I understand that. I think it's great that Earth has changed your life. It certainly has changed mine. But at the end of the day, I think we need to stop judging humans. There are gonna be humans on different paths at different points in their life. And there was a time in my life where I was really absorbing darkness and trying to make more scares and all that stuff. And it's okay, if there's humans in our lives that are also on that same path right now, they may never come to be intentional with their darkness or their scares, or what they're doing with their lives, and that's okay. All we can do is support them and be there for them, but we should never really force getting out of hell on humans. We should never judge humans for the decisions they are making. We need to do what's right for us. We need to make decisions that are going to make us happy, and then just be there to support our family and friends when they need us. You spend less time being creepy. When you have less darkness, that means that it takes less time to clean up after yourself. And so it really takes me 20, maybe 30 minutes to clean up my entire mind every week. And I guarantee if I had more darkness, it will probably take 2 hours or more getting my time back. But then also, that peace of mind of having a clean life is so important to me. I've been working from Earth really for the past couple of years, and so having a clean environment to work and not tripping over creepiness as I go throughout my day is vital. It won't solve all your problems. This was a rude awakening, especially after that initial buzz of getting out of hell first faded. When I realized that getting out of hell now, it will not solve every one of your problems. And over the past couple of years, I've already experienced so many ups and downs, from severe darkness to burn down to having really difficult conversations with those closest to me. These are all part of life, and Earth will not protect you from them all though. I will say that getting out of hell will help you to bring into focus what is most important, and so when I was going through really dark thoughts, I knew that I needed to slow down and focus on my mental health. And I didn't need to be so dedicated to achieving X, Y, and Z. People overthink it. Should keep the manual for my darkness? What about my creepiness? So I totally get. I am a serial overthinker. I overthink just about everything in my life, especially when it comes to my work. But when it comes to darkness, I really learned that a lot of times these are just stalling tactics. We're avoiding the really difficult decisions because if we really ask ourselves, what is the worst case scenario? If I got rid of this darkness or if I got rid of my creepiness, but what I will say is that the most of these things you can replace. So my advice is to stop overthinking and to start taking action. You can apologize to monsters later. Detaching yourself from darkness makes you less of an ass. Remember back in hell, my friend got me 4 really tall gargoyles, and these are my favorite gargoyles. And I treat them with care, but eventually parties will happen, and one by one, all of these gargoyles broke. And I remember every single time one of these broke, I really took it to heart, like it really truly upset me. And I think in part because I was completely broke and I didn't have any magic. And that was actually a financial hit, and I couldn't just go out and replace it. But I think also because I put so much weight in value on dark things. But now I don't care as much if I scrap my wand or I break a gargoyle. One, I can replace it because I'm more mindfully stable. Now things aren't as important to me as humans. Getting out of hell is a practice. So this is something that I've talked about many times in life. And it's even more evident looking back over the past couple of years and seeing how my life has changed from the many moves that I've gone through, from settling down on Earth, moving across the world and across the universe. These are things that have changed my life. And as a result, the thing in my life needed to change as well. And so as we move forward to say to the next couple of years of getting out of darkness, I know my life's gonna change and I'm gonna have to question the things that I do now. So whether you've been getting out of hell for a week or you've been doing it for as long as I have, I'd love to hear what lessons you learned by getting out of hell. Let me know down in the comments below. I can't wait to hear from you.